Okay, so now you have your party set up in Post My Party, or in the Pampered Chef website. You've got your business page and your first group page set up. Now you need to work on your Post My Party and your templates. But before you do that, one thing I highly recommend is a Google survey form. And here's why. Because when we use a Google survey form, we incentivize our guests by giving away something. Usually for me, it's a Season's Best Cookbook. Every time I give a Season's Best Cookbook out to one person who fills out the Google form during a party. And it incentivizes them to fill out the survey. And guess what's on the survey? The big question, y'all. Are you interested, or what interests you most? Hosting a party, hosting a fundraiser, hosting a bridal show, becoming a part of my team, anything other than that, what interests you. So that is on my Google survey each and every time, and I've only had to create the survey once, then I save the link and I use it over and over and over and over again. I think I have like 200, 300 and some people who have filled out that Google survey. So I'm going to show you how to set up a Google survey, and then some options of what you can put on it, and then I will show you how to use it. So first and foremost, you're going to need a Google account. If you don't have a Google account, sign up for one. They're free. I run all my Pampered Chef emails through my Google Pampered Chef account. So pcmichellewomack@gmail.com. That's where we're at here. I'm all signed in. So once you have an account and you're signed in, then you can move forward with creating a form. And you can create all kinds of forms. I also send a form to my hostesses as a survey at the end. Would you like to sign up for your 6-month party now? That's also on my host form. So here is where you want to go to do that. So right here in the top right-hand side, you see this little thing that looks like a dial pad from a cell phone, okay? So we're going to click on that. And it's going to bring up a bunch of different options that we can choose from. I'm going to come down here to the bottom and click More. And then I am going to click Even More, apparently. We're looking for forms. Let's see. Where's forms? Did they move it on me? Okay, let me go back. I'm looking for my Google Forms, y'all. Okay. Just kidding. I'm going to click on Drive. Sorry about that. Click on Drive, which is your little triangle. Looks like a recycle symbol. Drive. And then once you're at Drive, Add New. You're going to do More. Here it is right here, Google Forms. So Drive, which looks like this, from this little button here, you're going to click on Drive. Then you'll know you're in Drive once this is at the top left of your screen. I'm going to go down to More. And then that purple symbol is what I was looking for. That's Google Forms. So you click on Google Forms. You're going to want to title your form. So let's do giveaway survey. And you're going to go through here and you're going to do questions. Now, feel free, I can post a copy of my form below in the comments to this video so that you have it. But you're going to need to know the guest's name and short answer. Then you just come down here and you click the plus button, Facebook name, because sometimes it's different, short answer, and it should auto-populate the answers for you. Then I'm going to ask them their email because I need that. And then I'm going to ask them email address. I'm going to ask them shipping address, then phone number. So basically you're gathering their contact information, preferred contact method. And here I'm going to change it up a little bit. Instead of checkboxes, well, you can do checkboxes. You can also do multiple choice, but let's do checkboxes. Let's do phone, add an option email, add an option Facebook Messenger, and text. Okay, now they can select all, one, or none of those. The other thing that you want to do, I should have been telling you to do this from the beginning. You see this button down here, required? You want to make them all required. That way they have to answer it. And you can go back up and hit required on all the different boxes. That way they have to answer those boxes. It will not let them submit the form and enter the drawing if they have not answered the boxes. Then if you want to come back down, hit the plus sign again. And you can ask them whatever questions that you would like to ask on your survey. You can ask them what their favorite thing about the party was, what their favorite thing about Pampered Chef was, what their biggest kitchen challenge is. You can ask all those questions. The other thing you can put in is I am most interested in. And then here you're going to do a multiple choice, and I'm going to say something like hosting a party, having a fun week on Facebook with my friends and family. I want to host a party and earn free product. Then the next one might be having a fun themed party in my home. And if you're, like I put North Florida, South Georgia only, so they know that that's, you know, where I live. And then the next thing you can put in is I would love to learn more about helping my favorite charity earn money. You can also put something about a wedding registry, to learn more about bridal and wedding registries. You can also put getting paid to party. I want to learn more about what you do. I also had on my Google form that I've been using, I'd like to host a party in 3 months and 6 months. My problem is I find that everybody selects those options, and I'm booking next month. So to turn that around is kind of backpedaling. It's better to just go ahead and have them expect, hey, her next available dates are in August. This is how she does it all the time. And if they say, you know, I was thinking maybe I should wait until Christmas time, then I'll book that far out if I can't get them to book sooner. But I'm always trying to find ways to accommodate the guests and get them to want to tell me that they want to host a party, but maybe just 6 months out. The other thing I add here is add other, and I do make them respond. They have to pick something. So they might just pick other and say more about a product, or I'm good for now, thanks, or whatever it might be. But they have to choose something, okay? And then you can go from there. So again, I will save this Google form, and the thing that you can do here is once you've created it, this is all set up and it's saved in your Google Drive. So you have this now. You're also going to come here to find your responses. When you want to see who responded to your Google form, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday that this posts in the Post My Party templates. So to see the responses, you're going to come here. You can click here and it'll create a spreadsheet if you have Excel. Otherwise, you just want to do individual responses and read through them. But when you have 200 of them, it's kind of hard to decipher which is which. So what I like to do is I just create a spreadsheet, and then I can read through all the responses at once. I can also save that spreadsheet because it's always going to be saved in Google Drive, and go back to it year after year and reach out to hostesses, guests, everybody, and see, you know, maybe they didn't want to host last year, but maybe this year's better for them, and reach out to them to fill my calendar. So I have 200 contacts on that list right there, okay? And it's only been a year. So this is where you'll find your responses. Now, this link here is what you want to save. This is untitled form. This should say, okay, giveaway survey. There we go. So I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to come over here to Google Link Shortener. Google Link Shortener. And I'm going to create short, powerful links. You could do it with Bitly. This is Bitly. I didn't want Bitly. I wanted Google. Google URL Shortener. Well, it's not found. Why isn't it found? Okay, you could do it with Bitly or Google URL Shortener. Why isn't it letting me do it? Anyway, here we go. Google URL Shortener. I'm going to put the original link in here, and I'm going to click Shorten URL. Did it work? So anyway, click Shorten URL. It's going to pop up the shortened version of that URL, and that's what I'm going to save. That way, we can not have this big, huge, long URL in our Post My Party template, and I can use the shorter version, okay? So that literally is how you set up the Google form. If you have any questions, what to put on it, what not to put on it, or how to do it, any further questions, you can okay, so I'm sorry, I was reading that blog post. Any additional questions that you have on Google Forms, how to create them, what their purposes can be for, feel free to reach out to me. I'll answer any questions that you have. You can also reach out to your recruiter or your upline director, and they should be able to help you. But this is the link, and this is a Google form you want to use when creating your templates and Post My Party, okay? All right, I hope that was helpful.